Got no idea how long this has been like this for. We're literally like underneath the building.
Look how much chicken you get. You get absolutely loads of chicken.
I'm well and truly defeated today, guys.
Yo fam, welcome back to the vlog. It's a brand new week, which means a brand new location is on the horizon. You all voted for it. You know where we're going. Pennywell, baby. That's where we're heading. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's do this. The thing is, I've got no idea where I'm heading here. I wanted to like get a bit of scenery in to start off the vlog. So I seen this place on Google Maps called the Children's Forest. Bit of a sketchy name for a forest if you ask me, like, but I think this is it. And I believe if I follow this little forest through, it should take us down the bank to South Hylton, right down by the river. So we'll have a nice scenic walk along the river before we hit the streets of Pennywell. Might mingle in amongst the streets of South Hylton as well, depending on how much time we've got. But I will get the river in, at least. Here we're going. Welcome to Pennywell Children's Forest. Now, do we go this way, or do we go this way? I kind of like the look of this route, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to take this one. So I left the car back in Grindon, which I thought was probably the safer option. I didn't want to come back to my car on bricks. I'm kidding, okay, it's a joke. But a lot of people have been saying that I'm going to get my shoelaces nicked in Pennywell. So I've got double knots in, just in case. I've also got my walking boots on as well, because we're getting going to get kind of dirty walking down here, I reckon. So I've got my walking boots on, just in case it's a little bit muddy. So I've got like a little map that I planned out, a little route that I want to sort of get around. Oh, this is well cool, this, man. Check this out. So I've got my little route I want to do, and it should take us all the way back to the car in Grindon. I also parked in Grindon because I wanted to hit the burger van first. Everyone was bashing on about the burger van. I was going to get like a breakfast butty or something, but the burger van wasn't there. So I've got nice gran. I am going to hit the KJ Catering Cafe or whatever it's called a little bit later on to pick up some food, so we'll try that out. But other than that, we'll just see where our legs take us, see what shops we stumble upon, and see how the day goes. So let's enjoy the journey, guys, as we roam through these awesome little fields. Check this out, man. This is well nice. I've never walked down here before. I've never been down here in my life. Should probably come down here more often. I love little places like this. Kind of reminds us of like the Secret Garden at Doxy. So anyway, if you didn't tune in, on Thursday we did a TikTok live, and that's how we ended up with Pennywell. I put like a poll up, and the viewers were voting for which area they wanted us to get round, and it was a toss-up between Ryup and Pennywell, and Pennywell won the vote, so that's where we're going. I think I might do that more often. Maybe every Thursday I'll do like a TikTok live, and I'll just get you to vote on where you want us to go. I did actually really want to do Ryup because there's a few places in Ryup that I want to try out. Everyone bashes on about the bread basket, and I still really want to try a kebab pie. Speaking of kebab, I had a kebab last night and my stomach is in knots, like I didn't feel very good. So I need a monster or something to sort myself out. It's the only thing that does the job these days. I hope I'm going in the right direction here, but otherwise I'm just like getting lost as I always do, which I didn't mind. I like just wandering off and getting lost. Alright, once again we've hit some crossroads and I didn't know which route to take. I didn't want to get my phone out because I kind of like just want to keep my phone out of the way today, because over the last week or so I've just been non-stop on my phone. It's been pretty much glued to my hand, which is something I want to work on. I think maybe once or twice a week I'm just going to put the phone down and just not look at it at all unless it's like an emergency call or whatever. but social media's just taken over my life, man. Like, I'm addicted to it at the minute. It's kind of scary. I didn't even want to see my screen time. So every now and again I'm just going to put it down, not look at it, not check any comments out like that. But that's what I'm going to do. So I'm not looking at my phone at all today, unless I get genuinely lost at some point. I said Pennywell wasn't very big, but I think I misjudged it a little bit. Actually seems quite a size. Apparently it was like one of the biggest estates in Sunderland at one point. I don't know if that's still the case now, but I don't know. Let's find out. We're down to the river if we can. We're in the middle of nowhere. Just a bit dodgy, these little tunnels, you know. You never know who's going to pop out. You just know for a fact whenever we come across something like this, we've got to go down it. I'm not bothered if this is the wrong way. If this doesn't take us down the river, I'm not bothered, because look how nice and scenic this is, man. This is what it's all about. This is what I love. And I didn't do enough of it. You've got us roaming the streets. So today you have to bear with us for an hour or so as we have a nice little scenic stroll. See, I love like just mooching around places I've never been before, seeing places for the first time. That was amazing. Like, I'm just used to Silky Lake. That's the only place I can these days. So somewhere like this is well nice. Check this out, man. Is this a waterfall? Got like a little stream, little river running for a while. Oh wow, how have I not seen this before? How have I had no idea that this was here? I'm gonna have to fetch our John down here, like. Our John loves a good mooch. I mentioned in the last video that I was thinking about buying a hammock. Imagine like setting a hammock up here. It's camping here for the night with the sound of the little stream. That'll be well relaxing. Might do that one time. Oh, I think I can see the river actually. Pretty much on it now. You can just see it popping through the trees. Check this out, man. There's that for a morning view to wake you up. We've got that boat along there as well. It's like a capsized boat. I don't know if any of you seen my paddleboard video last year, but I paddled from Fatfield all the way to Roker, and we came across that little boat, and apparently someone in the comments says that someone owned the boat and it like came loose and the tide started pulling it down the river, but before that had a chance to rescue it, the tide went out and then the boat ended up like capsizing, so it's just been stuck there ever since. I mean, it's so cool as well when you go past it on the paddleboard to see it like up close. So awesome, man. But there's about 4 or 5 of them boats as you go up towards Roker, just in random places. Oh, check these little houses out, man. I would love to have like a nice little house on the river. They look pretty nice as well. They're very nice. The thing is as well with this river, it gets really shallow. Like there's parts of it where you can literally walk through it. It's not even like knee deep, which is mental. A little bit nippy today actually. It's kind of windy. Said it was going to be about 17-18 degrees, but the breeze is making it feel more like 10 or 11 or something. I should have brought a coat, but just got my hoodie on. I'm hoping the steps will warm us up at some point. I'm pretty sure they will. Also, speaking of steps, a lot of people have been asking how many steps on average I do, and I have no idea. So I've downloaded like a little step counter on my phone. Got no idea how accurate it is. I haven't got like a Fitbit or anything, but I've got like a little counter on my phone, so I'm going to check that later on to see how many steps I do. I reckon I'll probably be pushing 20,000 today, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll check that later on. You know, every now and again I just like to sit down and chill and just take it all in for 5 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. And while we're on the subject of paddleboarding, I know a few people have messaged us asking like what paddleboard I use and stuff, and how we get down onto the river, that sort of thing. The paddleboard I use is not like an expensive one or anything. It was just a cheap paddleboard I picked up off like Amazon for about 140 quid, and I've had it for about 3 years now, 2-3 years, and it's been ideal. Everyone was saying like you need to buy an expensive paddleboard if you want it to last, but 140 quid, that's all I paid for mine, and seems to do the job. But if you're gonna paddle, okay, bit of advice: make sure you wear a life jacket. All right, if you come off your paddleboard, even though you've got the leash on, it like keeps you attached to it, still the current in the river especially can easily just pull you down, man. Also, if you are planning on paddling on the river, make sure you time the currents right, because if you're paddling from Fatfield up to Roker and the tide's coming in, the tide's just going to be pushing you back. It's going to be extremely difficult to paddle against it. So make sure you time it as the tide's going out, and you'll do it a lot quicker. I think the last time I did it, I timed the tide perfect, and I did it in about 2 hours. So not a bad little paddle. Loads of scenery around, really nice. I would definitely recommend it. But if you're paddling for the first time, just get yourself down to Roker. That's where we started. It's a little bit harder paddling on the sea with the waves and stuff, but you're probably going to come off a couple of times. You get used to it eventually. You get your sea legs in. Oh, look at this one. This is what I'm all about. Alright, let's keep moving. Kind of feel like I want to go on a little bit of an exploration mission. I've gone at the top of here. What do you reckon? This is the thing when I come down places like this, I always get sidetracked. Let's go. There might be absolutely nothing at all up here. Probably wouldn't be. But it just looks cool, you know. All the graffiti as well. Look at this artwork, man. I imagine like this is one of them places where all the young'uns come to hang out later on in the night, drinking cider. I underestimated this bank. It's a steep one. Holy smokes, how am I gonna get up there? I feel like I'm gonna be sliding down this, coming back down. Why do I have these stupid ideas? Ooh. Was it worth it? Probably not. I mean, it looks like there's a path down here actually, but nah, I want to stick to the river for now. We're going back down. Oh my god, what on earth have we come across here? Guys, if we can get into this, this would be absolutely sick. I think this was like an old pub. The question is, can we get inside? So I'll board it up and fence off. Is there gonna be like a little opening somewhere? Let's have a look up here. That'll be so sick to get in. I mean, it doesn't look very safe like, but there's no way we're getting through these trees. What about back around the other side? I'm not a very good climber, like I don't fancy climbing over spiked fences. Definitely not. Like the only windows that are open are the ones at the very top. Should have brought the drone, flew the drone through. Oh. Holy shit. Oh, fucking hell. It's like literally under the building. I'm not gonna lie, this is sketchy as fuck. Got a boot. We're literally like underneath the building. Hope there's no one else down here. Fucking hell. Got live cables and all sorts. I don't know if they're live, but probably shouldn't be in here. Not the best idea I've ever had. But it was hard to resist coming in here. I wonder if I can get up into the building. I'm gonna get absolutely minging. Oh wow, this is well sick. like something out of Resident Evil. I feel like I'm in The Last of Us. Look at this. How the hell do we get out there? Get up onto like the second floor. I didn't recommend digging this, guys, I'll tell ya. I mean, it feels pretty steady. Look at this shit. We've got rooms up in all directions. Thing is, I've got to be careful not to fall through the bloody floor. I didn't fancy going across that, like, oh, it looks a bit sketch. Let's see what's over this side. But with this one, I could fall through the floor at any minute, like. Gotta be careful where I'm stepping. See if I can give you a look out one of these windows. What, this is all bent down. Got no idea how long this has been like this for. There's this for a nice little view. Right, I think that's enough exploration in here. Let's get out before we get thrown out. We'll try and get back down here now. Right, is there anyone about? Is the coast clear? Can we make it out? Right, South Hylton convenience store premier. Let's grab ourselves a monster.
Consent on new policies when you insure.
Monster. Fancy a white one, like. Got like a million different flavours now. I'm just gonna get a white one. Nice and simple. Alright, we've got our monster for the day. I would like to go a little bit further along the river actually, but I mean it's pretty much 10 o'clock now. I didn't want to be pushing it too much for time. I still want to get up amongst the streets in Pennywell. But I'm going to have a little mooch around this side of South Hylton first. And then hopefully there's some sort of road at this end that leads us back up onto Pennywell. But we'll see. We'll start mooching and find out. Ah, that's bloody nice, that is. So I've noticed South Hylton, you got some fairly nice houses around here, and I feel like when people first started building South Hylton, they were like, we're too posh to be part of Pennywell, we'll call ourselves South Hylton, you posh bastards. When really it's just Pennywell down by the river. That's what I would call it. Yeah, so I took a bit of a mental note of some of the streets that you were asking for. I apologise, I'm not going to be giving any shout outs this video. There was just far too many comments to get through. Far too many people to shout out. So I've just took like a mental note down of some of the streets and I'll try and get round them. I think there was one up here somewhere in South Hylton, I can't remember where it was. But it was up the top end somewhere, someone was asking for it. So I'm just going to mooch around, see if I can find it. Oh, where was this the street? I'm just walking in the middle of the road here. I should stick to the paths. Can't remember if this was the street. Victoria Avenue. Victoria Avenue, maybe. There we go. I don't know if he's beeping at us because we're in the middle of the road or if he's beeping at us because he recognises us. That's the thing, I'm kind of paranoid now, you know. Even when I'm just like walking around, not with the camera, just walking around in general, and people are looking, I'm thinking like, are they looking at us because they recognise us from my videos? Or are they just looking to be friendly? It's kind of like awkward a little bit. I get a little bit skitzed about all that. It's a bit weird. Again, we're walking down some weird little path, which I've got no idea which way I was going to take us. For all I know, could be taking us into Ford. coming out of Pennywell altogether? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Oh my god, what's this? We've got llamas and all sorts. Llamas, sheeps, donkeys. Meh. Meh. Hello. See? I had no idea this sort of thing was here. This is what I like about just mooching around the unknown. Place you've never been before. You find like little areas like this that you never would have known was here unless you just get out and explore. I've got a little farm or something back there. Kind of mad, just in the middle of Pennywell. Does anyone know, can you actually go on the farm and pet the animals and stuff? Or is it just like someone's little personal farmyard? Someone's dinner? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the llama is on the menu tonight. Well, finally in the streets of Pennywell. A massive shout out to North View Academy. I know the youngsters like it when I give the shout outs to the school, so that's why we are, North View Academy. You go into that school. Oi oi. So let's start venturing Pennywell, shall we? I think we spent about an hour or so down in South Hylton. Probably more time than I was expecting. And we didn't even wander any of the streets, we just went like along the river. So let's wander the streets of Pennywell and see if you can spot your house. I think this is the first road that rings a bell that people were asking for. Padgate Road. Now, the problem is, if I continue in this direction, kind of leaves us into Ford Estate. I don't want to be in Ford Estate, I want to stay in Pennywell. So I'm going to mooch down this little cut. And I think this takes us back onto Hylton Road, where there's a couple of shops there. I think there's a butcher's as well, actually. Someone mentioned a butcher's. I may as well nip in there and pick up like a savoury dip or something. Savoury dip. I didn't want to eat something too big though, because I still want to try that little calf that everyone was going on about. Kingz calf, I don't know, I can't remember the name of it. But it's kind of like back towards where I parked the car in Grindon. So we'll try that later on. But see if we can find this butcher's. I might grab like a little sandwich or something for now. We've got these premiers all over though. It's taking out of the place. But we got Hylton's Vape and Convenience Store. It's another little thing that's popping up all over, these little vape shops. And then we got Boss Cuts. Could do for another beard trim, to be fair. Like my beard's getting a bit raggy now. Oh, actually, do we go down that way? I'm gonna check these shops out first, because I did want to have a little mooch around King George's Park, I think it's called. It's a little place in the middle of there called the Pavilion. Apparently it's a nice little cafe. And I don't know if it's like a community centre or something. I don't know, but we're gonna go and check that out. Oh, the Jolly Friar. Everyone was bashing on about the Jolly Friar. It's not open at the minute, like, but like I said before, I want to try and that little cafe back at the other end of Pennywell. So maybe we'll come back and try the Jolly Friar one time. A lot of people said it was nice, but here we go. Hylton Road Butchers, let's check this out. Oi oi! So unfortunately, the guy in the butcher's, he just works there, he didn't own the shop or whatever. He wasn't comfortable with his filming in the shop, which is a shame. I mean, I would have liked to try a little sandwich, but I want to get some footage in these places, man, you know what I mean? I didn't want to just go in, pick up the food and then mooch out. I want to like do a bit of filming in the places, keep it interesting. You know, a lot of people use them like their meta glasses where it's got the camera built in, but I feel like it's kind of like spying a little bit, you know. You're filming someone without them knowing that they're being filmed. I would rather like just go in with a camera so they know exactly what I'm doing, and if they didn't want us to record, then fair enough, I'll just not record them. So I think it's a bit like intrusive, like going in with the spy glasses. I know a lot of people use them, but not really my style. But anyway, we're going to check out the Pavilion if we can find a way into King George's Park. Whee! Doing a little dance for us. There's a couple of streets down this way actually that I want to check out as well, that a few people mentioned. So we'll go and check them out as we make our way to King George's Park. Hi! Hello! Palgrove Road. I think this was one of the roads actually, Palgrove Road. And then there's a couple more a little bit further down. Also, I need to still hit the like little square where all the shops are, like Asda and Greggs and stuff. But we'll go through the park on that first. I gone down this one little street for someone. Well, I say someone, there was a few people that asked for this street down here. And then we'll figure out how to make our way back to the park. I kind of remember the map and the route in my head, but I cannot remember the names of the streets. So this is Porchester Road. That's where we are, Porchester Road. And there was a few people that asked for this road. So there we go, Porchester Road. Enjoy it. I've kind of had to like do a little loop on myself here. I think there's a cut or something around here somewhere that should lead us into the park. So we'll see if we can find that. Honestly, the amount of streets that people were asking for, it's like impossible to get around them all. I've only got like a certain amount of time to get around this. I've got like 3-4 hours, that's all I get to film. And we're pushing like 11:15 now. So hopefully by like 12 o'clock I want to be back up the top end of Pennywell and grab something to eat. I've never had an out to eat yet, but sun's starting to come out now as well. Really warm, so I'm glad I didn't bring my coat. The hoodie's doing just nicely. There we go. This is what we've been looking for, the Pavilion in the Evergreen Cafe. So let's have a nice little stroll through the park and check this place out as we get roasted by the sun. I tell you what though, these last few Mondays I feel like we've been lucky with the weather. I've had some decent days, bit of wind here and there, but the rain stayed away. I'm happy with that, like as long as the rain stays away. I've got a feeling we're in for a good summer this year, you know. It's going to be like the summer when COVID hit, when no one could get out of the house. And it was just roasting for months and months and months. I feel like that's the kind of summer we're going to get this year. Find a bin and put it in. Pardon me. Do you do coffee and that as well?
We do coffee, latte.
I'll take a latte please. And I might take like a little carrot cake or something as well.
Really nice. It's so different when you used to walk through and it was just like a horrible building.
We've got the next one.
How long's this been here?
It'll be
on the 26th of July, his birthday, I've just read on the wall.
Aye, but it was the
20th of July last year.
Aye, because we were here.
Aye.
Aye, we were here.
Well, it was stood empty for years.
So what's this out here? Is this like the bowling green and stuff?
That what used to be the bowling green, but they used it for the park play, for the bands, don't they? Out there now.
Aye.
Aye. But you can just come and sit and come in for a coffee and just sit out in the sun.
Nice place to chill.
Aye, really nice.
Lovely. Alright, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Nice meeting you all. Have a good day. Ta-ra now. Oh, there we go, man. How lovely. Everyone's always so nice when I come out and film. So I had no idea this building was even here. I think I probably walked through here maybe once or twice in the past. But it's kind of like hidden out the way. But it's a nice little cafe to just come and sit and chill. So if you're ever in the Pennywell area, you're looking for somewhere nice, just hang out, check out the Pavilion, alright? Grab yourself a coffee and a little carrot cake, that's what we're getting. Lovely people, man. It's always funny when I walk in with a camera, everyone's always like, what's he doing, what's going on here? Everyone starts panicking. But they were happy to like have a little chat and that. A few people in there from the community, all very, very lovely, very welcoming. So I appreciate it, hats off them. She was going to give us it for free, bless her, but no, I wanted to pay for it. Seems like a nice little place. I didn't want to take advantage, I just wanted to pay for my coffee. So let's give this a try and see what it's like. Oh, very nice actually. First coffee of the day. We've had a monster, now we've got coffee in our veins. Gonna be bouncing off the walls. I need it for our lace steps though, to be honest. Lovely little play park in that area as well. This park's bigger than I thought it was. It's actually quite a lot here. I think our legs have earned a little rest. So a couple of little park benches and that here. I'm going to sit on this bench, finish off my coffee, and I'm going to try the little carrot cake that we got. So this is carrot cake slice. So let's get this open and give this a try. I haven't had a carrot cake in ages, you know. It's the first carrot cake I've had in about 3 years. Look at that. It's a nice chunky piece of cake. Nice and soft as well. I don't know why I didn't eat carrot cake more often. It's absolutely gorgeous. The thing is, I'm a nightmare for sugary foods. I could just eat like sweets and cakes and that all day long. Skip out all the proper food and just eat crap. That's me, all hour. It's hard to resist the sugar though, man. That's the thing with it. That's what it's designed to do. It's designed to keep you hooked. I don't mind the occasional day, once a week, where I just eat a load of crap. Delicious crap. I feel like we've barely been around any of the streets yet, you know. And it's pretty much 11 o'clock already. I'm gonna make my way up towards like Asda and Greg's and that little like square. See what shops is in there. Alright, Pennywell shopping centre. Let's check it out. It's funny, of all the places in Pennywell, everyone was telling us to go to Asda. Of all places. Pennywell Asda. But I think we'll give Asda a miss today. Maybe check out somewhere a little bit different. See what else they've got. Chom Chom Spice, a lot of people say that's nice. Not a great lot here, to be fair. I thought there would have been like more little cafes and stuff in here. Oh, what's this? This is the milkshake shop, I think. Vape it, shake it. Grab ourselves a vape and a shake. Yeah, no one wants us filming in Pennywell, like. I mean, even Greg's is shut as well. Can't get at Greg's either. Maybe an Asda job, like. Not a great lot here, guys, to be honest. I'm quite disappointed. Unless, like, I want to go for a sunbed or something. I wouldn't mind the milkshake from that place, but again, he didn't want us recording. So, what can you do? What can you do? Bit of a disappointment, Pennywell. South Hylton, better. I said it. I'm gonna hit a couple of more streets and then grab some food. And I think I'm done with Pennywell, like. I'm kind of disappointed, you know. I thought Pennywell would have had a bit more to offer. Good news is, still got my shoes and my shoelaces. Thing is, all these shops in Pennywell are all kicking us out. No one wants us to film. I can't really get much footage if they'll not let us film in the shop. It's a shame. It's like, it's a bit of free advertisement for them. But they're not interested. Get out me shop. Nah, none of them said that, they just didn't want us to film. So, here's what it is. Packham Road, what on now? Packham Road. So, there we go, and there's another street for you. Maybe we should just mooch every single street in Pennywell. That's probably as exciting as it's gonna get round here. See you later. See you in a bit, mate. Let's see what's in here. This is kind of like hidden out the way a bit. Nutrition Kingz fresh meal prep.
I've seen you on Facebook.
You've seen us on Facebook?
Yes.
I did Silky last week. I did Phony Close a week before. I'm doing Pennywell today. No one's letting us film in the shops today though. You're like the first person to let us film. So
Been down then, didn't you?
everyone's asking for it though.
I don't know how well I live down there, it's like fucking beer rooms.
Aye.
Probably sneak your camera.
I try and avoid it then. I don't know what I fancy. Can I just get like a protein box? Salt and pepper's normally nice, like.
Salt and pepper.
I'll try the salt and pepper one.
Wanted salt and pepper.
Can I get sweet potato?
Sweet potatoes?
I'll have this one.
Coleslaw?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's what they got.
The spicy green beans?
I'll try some of them, yeah. What's this one?
Noodles.
I'll try those noodles on the bottom, like. And I think that'll do, like. Alright, thanks for letting us film. Lovely meeting you as well. See you later. There we go. Pennywell, you've redeemed yourself. We found a nice little shop that let us record, and we're getting some lovely looking scran. So I'm going to find somewhere to sit down in the sun and try this. I'll show you what I've gotten. But it looks and smells amazing. So, oh, there's actually a little bench in that here. Maybe just sit and chill on this bench. And let us show you what I've gotten. Can't remember what the place was called now. The place was called Nutrition Kingz in Pennywell. And they do like fresh meal prep boxes, flatbreads, stuff like that. All looks amazing, all nice and fresh. So I'll show you what I've gotten in this box. This was like a protein box, I think it was called. So look at that. How incredible does that look? So you got like a little flatbread and that in there. And then you get to pick your chicken. I went for the salt and pepper chicken. And then you get to pick like your veg and your carbs and stuff. So we've gone for salt and pepper chicken. Some sweet potatoes, got some spicy green beans in there. Some noodles and coleslaw. And you get a dip. We've gone for the garlic dip. So I'm excited to try this and see what it's like. I'm gonna dig straight in with the chicken, like crack this garlic open first. Oh, it looks nice and nice thick garlic, just all like that. So I'm gonna dig straight in with this chicken. Salt and pepper chicken, I had loads of different flavours, but this was the one that stood out for me. So I'm gonna try it without the dip first of all. Just show me it. Oh my god, that is amazing. So this is all freshly cooked. Took about 10-15 minutes for them to cook it. But wow, salt and pepper's got to be like my favourite flavour as well. Give the garlic a dip. Check that out, man. Sensational, man. This is probably the healthiest meal I've eaten all week. I've just been eating crap all week. I'm going to get myself eating more often. I think this was like £8.70, I think it was, with a can of pop. Which I think is decent, considering it's all like fresh food. I'm going to give these noodles a blast. Kind of gone wrong with noodles. Got the coleslaw on there as well. Oh, that's lush. That's nice coleslaw, that is. Spicy green beans. Green beans, normally when I eat like chicken, veg, green beans is always the veg that I've gone for. So these are spicy green beans. I've never had spicy green beans before. Very nice indeed. And then we've got, last but not least, sweet potato. Big chunks of sweet potato for our carbs. Normally when I make sweet potatoes at home, I normally like to take the skin off, but we'll give these a blast with the skin on. Very nice, very soft. You normally get, sometimes when you get sweet potato, if they're still hard, it's not very nice, but these are nicely soft, well cooked all the way through. Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm well over the moon with this. Look how much chicken you get. You get absolutely loads of chicken. I'll show you this. Loads of chicken in there. The thing is, when you eat healthy, you feel so much better in yourself. Whereas like if you're eating kebabs and stuff all the time, and pizzas, the next day you just feel like crap. So I always find like when I'm eating loads of chicken and veg, I just feel so good on myself. So I'm gonna start eating healthy more often, I reckon. That's so nice. Give this little flatbread a blast as well. I think it's just like a plain flatbread. Looks nice and soft. And give it a dip in the garlic. Now I'm buzzing off this place, you know. This is like my new favourite place to come, I think. I'm gonna come here all the time. It's like really hidden out the way as well. If you can say this. It's kind of like just in this little square. I like, honest to God, never knew it was there. The people working there were really lovely. Hats off to them for letting us film. Not many shops in Pennywell that have let us film today. So, thank you very much. That was lovely, that food, like. I'm absolutely stuffed now though. I don't know if I can eat another thing. And I still want to check out that little calf, what everyone was bashing on about. But we'll get some more steps in, burn off some more calories. I kind of stopped burping. Lemonade always makes us burp, so I apologise. But in other news, we've just hit 10,000 followers on Facebook. How mental is that? Like 10,000 to some people might not seem like a lot. Like you got people out there with like millions of followers. So 10,000, it's only a small number. But for me, that's massive, man. Like, if you picture 10,000 people stood in front of you, listening to you speak. That's a scary thought, that one. 10,000 people. That's incredible. And it's just increasing every single day. It's just gone up and up and up. So I appreciate you all, man. Glad you're enjoying the videos as much as I am making them. Pennycross Road. I know a couple of yous mentioned Pennycross Road, so we'll have a little mooch up here. And then I think there's one more street just at the top of here that I want to get round, and that's pretty much it. I'm done with Pennywell. We'll head to that little cafe on the way back of the car, and then that's it. Like, I'm finished. Anyway, what's on the agenda for next week? I might do a little challenge in our next week. Might bring my sister out again for our Jade. Do a little challenge. So can any of you think of any challenges you would like to see? Something similar to like the challenges we've done in the past when we did the A to Z challenge, where we ate food beginning with like each letter of the alphabet. Right, what sort of challenges would you like to see, and where would you like to see it? Everyone's asking for Hendon, like, I don't know if I'm ready for Hendon yet. But that's one of the places everyone keeps asking for. I mean, it would be nice actually walking along like the beachfront and stuff, Hendon Beach, along the cliffs and stuff, and then get amongst the scenery in the streets of Hendon. I don't know. Alright, what shops we got here? Another Premier. Got Premiers all over Pennywell. Royal Pizza. That's another one someone mentioned as well, to grab some food. Well, again, it's closed, and I don't think I would eat another thing anyway. But we're heading up to this little posh area, Hartley Wood, Waterford Green. Someone mentioned Waterford Green and recommended I should have a little walk around here. So let's check this out. It looks fairly nice, like. Looks quite different to the rest of Pennywell. I think this is like fairly new. It's a fairly new estate. Let's check this greenery out, man. This is well nice. I think this is like the nicest area in Pennywell that I've come across. Oh, but this has got to be the nicest area in Pennywell, surely. I mean, walking around Pennywell, I know it gets a bit of a reputation, like, but it's not that bad. And you've got to have quite a few new estates not getting built now. I think there's a Chester Gate, the newest estate that's getting built. That's a lovely little area. I remember back in the day when it was old Pennywell, when you had all the old houses along there, you would drive past it. All the houses would have like holes in the roofs. All the windows would be boarded up. It literally looked like it had just come out of World War II. It was so bad. But they knocked all that down, and it's all a brand new estate now. I think it's Chester Gate, I'm sure that's what it's called. But it's a lovely area. So Pennywell's changing for the better, man. You just need more shops and stuff, because there's not really much to offer here. But then I think I'm kind of like comparing it to Silky, what we did last week. I think it's going to be hard to beat Silky, you know. Oh my god, the queue is massive. I picked the wrong time to come to this cafe, like, because it's what time is it now? 12:30. Everyone's like on the lunch breaks at work. I think they've all come here for some food. So the queue's out the door. K&J Catering, hot and cold food takeaway. Oh, this'll do me then.
Yeah, you won't.
Skip the line, champion. Oh yeah, you alright? I've been recommended to come in here and try some food. You follow us on Facebook? I don't know. What would you recommend?
Mince and dumplings, yeah, mince and dumplings.
These love the mince and dumplings.
Mince and dumplings.
Mince and dumplings, oh. I mean, I'll settle for mince and dumplings, like.
Would you like one mash and veg or chips?
I'll go for some mash, please.
Mash and, would you like all the veg?
I just put it all
Right,
on there.
no bother.
Yeah.
I'll just want to just take a seat. I'll fetch it over
No
to you
bother.
when you've had it.
Alright, thank you very much.
No bother. Oh,
How am I going to finish all of this after what I've just ate? This is like dinner number 2. And I'm only a skinny lad. I'm going to give it a good go. Right, so what we got on this plate? We got the mince and dumplings, got some mash, got some veg, carrots, broccoli, lovely gravy. I hadn't had mince and dumplings for a while. Like. Right, so we've got some mince and dumplings with the mash.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that dinner was nice last night, ladies to the mind.
which one did you
I
have?
got the mince and dumplings with a veg. Because Alton Ryan used to do mince and dumplings on a Sunday.
Oh.
And did a little soup.
You kind of baked mince and dumplings.
Oh, I'm a bit of that, yeah.
Absolutely massive portion as well. Not a chance I'm going to be able to eat all this. I don't know if this is like turnip or carrot and suede or something. Very nice indeed.
Do you want mine doing
I'm not normally a massive fan of like veg and when it's smothered in gravy.
I got spaghetti sandwiches again.
Everything tastes good when it's smothered in gravy. Well, again, this is like another little cafe that I had no idea was here until people on Facebook were saying about it. Well, Pennywell is like kind of full of these little hidden gems. I think after a day, I'd probably not eat for about 3 days straight. I've eaten so much today. Definitely gonna be putting in overtime at the gym. Guess while we're sitting here as well, since we're pretty much finished the day now, and check the step counter, see how many steps we did. So today we've done pretty much 15,000 steps. From like Grindon down to South Hylton, around and then through Pennywell, 15,000. And it's like only 12:30. It's not bad at all. There's like no chance I'm going to be able to finish all this. I'm going to finish my dumpling, maybe swap the mash. And I don't think that need any more, like, I'm so full.
Good. Nice donuts.
Thanks for having us anyway, lovely meeting you. See you later. Oh, well there we go guys. Jenna's Cafe. Lovely little place. Lovely girls as well behind the counter. And the food was delicious. I'm just sad that I couldn't have finished the plate. I really would have liked to because the food was lush. But I'm so full, man. I can't eat anymore. I'm only a skinny lad. I'm only like 11.5 stone. It's only so much my stomach can take. All these little places I've been here today, I've never ever seen them before or heard of them before. So I appreciate all the help that you gave us on Facebook recommending these places because they really have been amazing. So thank you. I'm going to head on back down to the car now, I reckon. It's been an eventful day. Pennywell, South Hylton, it's been a pleasure. Let us know where you want to see me hit next, guys. And I will see you next week with another video. Peace!